I am starting to get slightly concerned about the development of crypto. Not necessarily the development of Bitcoin. Bitcoin seems to be healthy. Bitcoin has been approved by the SEC. There is the ETF in Bitcoin. Bitcoin seems to be safe. But crypto as a whole has a problem. The problem is that the incentives are not necessarily aligned for the developers. Recently, we see a lot of meme coin trading. Right? We see a lot of trading of tokens that are obviously worthless over time. And the reason why we see that trading is twofold. First of all, when you are a developer in Web3, right, or you're a developer that makes websites, and you know that when you create a website on a meme coin, and you know you just create a random coin smart contract, it doesn't take that much time, and you can generate a lot of attention. You can generate potentially a lot of personal gain for yourself, either because you own a lot of the tokens or maybe because you put in a transfer tax. There's all kinds of potential ways to make money with meme coins. But the issue is the effort is not very high. So high return, little effort. But unfortunately, not very great for the ecosystem, right? The 1000th meme coin is not very useful. On the other hand, if you're a very serious developer and you want to build the next iteration of a decentralized exchange, or you want to improve among the borrowing protocols, or whatever it is, right? If you want to do something serious, then it does take a lot of effort, but the return is questionable. People aren't necessarily throwing their money at a complex project they don't understand, especially during hype season, right? Especially when a lot of new investors come in. Do they really want to invest in something that is so complex to understand when at the same time they see that the next joke coin does another 2-3x in 24 hours? That's problematic. It's problematic not necessarily just for the reputation of crypto, but it could in the end also impact regulation. Because when you look currently at the Solana chain, for example, right? Or even at the Base chain, and Base chain, Coinbase is relatively regulated, right? It's in fight with the SEC, but still, it's regulated, it's based in the US. They launched their own chain. So when you look at Solana, White Base, and you look at the top tokens, top in terms of how much trading activity do we have, but also tops in terms of how much capital is currently in the liquidity pools, how much capital is locked up in those tokens. You see that 80 to 90% is just meme coins. So when a regulator comes in here, right, when a regulator looks at this, it's very hard to have a stance here that is positive, that's pro-crypto, that talks about innovation, right? When it's all just about rug pulls, when it's all just about player versus player gambling of meme coins, and the person that just analyzes the blockchain data might win, or the person that has most influence on the price might win, or the person that tracks the important wallets that get in early, they might win. And most people that simply just follow random content on Twitter, they might lose. It's simply just a transfer mechanism from the skilled people that know blockchain. It's simply just a transfer mechanism to those people, right? From the regular retail people. So that's a problem, right? In the end, it's just capital concentration. It's kind of like an unregulated crypto casino with rules that are not transparent. You can open up your own roulette table, so to speak, and you might be okay to open this up with a 70% advantage for the casino, for the issuer of the meme coin in that case. So I don't like that. And the problem is, on the one hand, I contribute to this as well because I feel I've got an edge in the market and the meme coin trading frenzy is relatively easy to beat, as in there are a lot of new entrants jumping on those meme coins. And so if you know a bit more than the average, you can make a lot of money with it. So I am contributing to this as well, unfortunately. But it's simply just the misalignment of interests, right? It's just opportunistic thinking. If currently I can make a lot of money with meme coin trading, then unfortunately I have to do this. But at the same time, I don't know what can reverse this, because long-term this is super, super unhealthy for the industry. It's unhealthy for regulation. It's unhealthy for the view from outside, right? Probably even traditional media will talk about this. They're not going to talk about this complex blockchain technology. They're going to talk about the random meme coin dog with hat or whatever they've been reading. So they will spread this, right? And then how can we attract actually a lot of new people that don't just want to gamble, but that actually want to invest in the space, right? That don't... Imagine the internet would have never gone beyond just joke websites. Right? Let's say the people that made websites around jokes, they made the most money, and the people that actually built the video platforms, etc., nobody would give them money to build out their products. Right? The internet wouldn't be where it is today. But this is unfortunately currently the trajectory in crypto, because you simply get most money for the least amount of effort doing meme coin launches. So I don't have an answer to this either. Usually, right, when I make videos like this, I have some kind of a silver lining. I can say, okay, we're currently depressed. Maybe we're going to go up in price again because all the people that have lost have already sold. They're gone. Whatever it is, right? There are normally ways to see light at the end of the tunnel. But I don't yet see that for crypto in a market that's not regulated whatsoever, or that's maybe not centralized whatsoever, right? If any developer can launch anything and there's simply just enough people that jump on this and they make money, then that's going to continue. Now, what could be the end game in this, right? It could be that in the end, the gambling money exits, right? Because in the end, what happens, right, with those meme coins? The longer this game goes on, the more money will go to the smart people that are informed. And all the people that just casually join crypto, that try to make money with those meme coins, they over time will lose, right? They might have their 1 or 2 lucky shots. That's maybe when they continue. But over time, crypto is a game of luck and skill. And the more you play it, the less important the luck component becomes, the more important the skill component becomes. So as this crypto trading frenzy goes on, the small, uninformed retail investor, if you can call them investors, they tend to lose their funds. So at some point, those people will simply have no funds anymore. I've seen something very similar for online poker. I used to play online poker professionally for several years in Gibraltar. I paid my study fees with it. I had my first capital with this. So I know what I'm saying there, right? I played more than 2,000 hands online. What happened with online poker is that there was a small fraction initially of people that learned how to play the game, that learned how to gather statistics with several tools, that learned how to play those statistics, and that gathered a lot of trading volume. And money was flowing over time to those people. On the other hand, you had the fish, right? The not so good players that deposited and that tended to lose money. But over time, the people that made money, they simply just continue playing, right? They're making money. They don't stop playing when you're making money. So the number of profitable traders tend to grow because they're not leaving the system, at least relatively speaking, they tend to grow. And the people that lose money, they tend to leave. So the relationship of the winners versus the losers becomes worse and worse for the people that make money. So it's the same kind of number of losers, but it's spread across more and more winners. So each individual winner wins less. So the games got tougher. So you had a lower winning rate. You played more and more games, but the amount of won big blinds per 100 games tended to shrink over the years. And so something like this could also happen in crypto, right? There are the people that know how to play the game, that know how to read blockchain data, that know how to get in early on meme coins, and there is the rest. And the rest loses the money. And so what could happen potentially is that the meme coin frenzy simply dries up because it becomes less and less profitable for the developers to launch them. And what then happens is the question, right? Will crypto as a whole die like online poker pretty much did? And with crypto as a whole, I mainly talk not about Web3 and talk about trading. I'm not talking about Bitcoin. Bitcoin's just hard money, right? It will continue. Will that active trading Web3 thing simply die? Or will developers suddenly become serious again? And will they then, instead of focusing on the short-term money grab with meme coins, potentially focus on maybe getting VC money again, right? Because you can't just sell a meme coin to a venture capitalist, because then potentially infrastructure could get built again. So that's maybe a potential silver lining, but I'm not sure how long this will take. For online poker, it took several years. It was several years of flourishing income for the professional people. It's still flourishing years for the people that know how to play the meme coin game here. It's nice to make those profit. But yeah, let's see what happens afterwards. Let's see what happens when this dries out. And let's hope that in the meantime, regulation will not go that steep that, this whole thing just gets shut down. It's hard to shut down, obviously, crypto as a whole, right? But you can pretty much stifle things if you make on-ramps illegal, if companies that convert fiat are not allowed anymore. If you have to do all the stuff in peer-to-peer, then you might not get rug pulled when you buy the meme coin, but you might get defrauded when you just meet some random person on the street trying to exchange 10,000 US dollars, right? So you can actually do quite a bit of damage to adoption if regulation really wanted that. And if this goes on for too long, and if this gets too much attention outside of the crypto world, it is bad. So it's unclear where this will all go. If we simply just die down on the meme coin trading because the speculative money is out, and if we get serious again with VC money, or if we get regulation in the meantime, and recovery will be way harder. So yeah, if you found this interesting, feel free to give this a like, of course, and feel free to subscribe as well. I publish videos regularly. Looking forward to seeing you next time. Cheers.